Welcome back to the Insibles event. So the market continuing on up today. I'm going to go over the S&P 500 with you guys. I'm going to go over exactly what has to happen in the market to continue on up. And then I'm going to go over BBIG with you guys. BBIG having a major spike today. A lot of people curious if we're going to have a major continuation like we have seen previously with BBIG. And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button. And I do welcome you to the Instables room in the description below. Nobody cares as much as I do to get these major breakouts in front of you. Go to instables.com in the description below and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one.
Buddy, I was thinking, you. Buddy, I was thinking about going on a BBIG, and I see a lot of people got this the AMC stuff, and I was thinking about going to BBIG. What do you think, man? What do you think, man?
So again, we had an amazing day, continued on up in the market. Are we going to continue on with this momentum? I'm going to go over the S&P 500 with you guys. This is the SPY. And then I'm going to go over BBIG with you guys so you guys can see exactly what has to happen for BBIG to continue on up. Now, again, I do want to mention before I get started, again, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, nobody cares as much as I do to get these major breakouts in front of you. Go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like that again. Again, we have major breakouts like ESCP. We had a 200 to 300% breakout on Friday with. We had another major breakout today with PRVB, a continuation from Friday. I mentioned any breakouts that are worth looking at throughout the day. So as you guys can see here on the 4-hour chart, again, we did continue on up today in the market. Now the question is, are we going to continue on with this momentum again? Last week, we did mention that we would have a gap down if we did drop down below 450. And sure enough, we did. We dropped down exactly to our level that we mentioned at 422. And as you guys can see, now we are bouncing back. And now we are testing that level that we did have a gap down from. So the question is, are we going to get a reversal here or are we going to continue on down? In my opinion, until again, we do have the 20 moving average to cross back over the 50, again, the yellow line, crossing back over the red line here, the 50 moving average. And the reason why I say that is because if we do want that continuation momentum, then we do need that 20 moving average to cross back over the 50. But again, we are testing our 450 level that we did have a gap down from. So again, this is a very strong level that we do need to make sure we can hold. Again, the market was pricing in that we were going to continue on down. A lot of bears thinking that we were going to continue on down, and sure enough, bouncing back after Powell and mentioning those 7 rate hikes that we could possibly have. So this is going to be very key going into this week to see if we can hold 450. If we can hold 450, then in my opinion, we could continue on up. Again, this 450 level is exactly what we're looking for to have that possible gap down last week. So again, if we do continue on past 450 and we do hold it going into this week, then in my opinion, we will get more momentum in the market. So we will keep the S&P 500 on the watch. We could even come back down, retest 443, and then continue on up. We'll see exactly what happens. But I did want to mention that because 450 was our gap down level from a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to make sure we do keep an eye on that 450 level on the SPY. Now, jumping over to BBIG with you guys, I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're looking out for here. Again, BBIG ending the day with about 60 million volume and an average of about 100 million volume. So again, we don't have as much volume as we were looking for, but I'm going to show you guys what's going to have to happen for us to continue here. So as you guys can see here on BBIG, again, we have been continuing on up recently, but we are looking to see if we can continue on with this momentum. As you guys can see here on the 5-minute chart, we do have the 20 moving average still over the 50, showing us that we still could continue. But as you guys can see, we did have a previous gap down exactly at this point at about 350. And if we did continue on past 350, then we would be looking to see if we can continue on past $4. As you guys can see, we also did have a previous gap down and a previous continuation. This is exactly what we would be looking for. And then if we did continue on past $4, then we have a $5 psychological resistance and then a previous high at about 550. So again, breaking over 350 and then breaking over 4 and then $5 is exactly what we're looking for. And then that 550 mark to get that blue sky breakout. But in my opinion, to get confirmation on that breakout, we do need to make sure we can break above all of our previous buy pressure points that we had from our previous spike, in my opinion, especially with no news. We need to make sure we do get that increase in buy pressure if we're looking for that short squeeze. So again, I am measuring the top of our buy pressure point that we had here on the MACD. And if we can continue on past that, then we will have an alert here set. That way, if we do continue on past it, then we will be alerting this one in the intervals room. I did mention this one today on a spike. This one did continue on up, but not exactly the type of volume that I'm looking for a consistent breakout, in my opinion. Again, we did continue on up, but like I said, I want to make sure we are more consistent, and making sure we do get confirmation on that momentum is going to be very key. As you guys can see, we did continue on with volume, but very choppy on the way up. So in my opinion, very high risk, making sure we do get increases in buy pressure on the MACD and making sure we do get confirmation above our previous emotional reaction points that we had on these gap downs is exactly what we're looking for to have continuations, especially if we have no news. And again, with that said, making sure we justify every one of our breakouts is going to stay very key on this channel. And again, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, we mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day, any halts worth looking at throughout the day, or any major breakout alerts worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, and all of you instables that have been coming over and supporting the channel, all of you instables that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, an amazing day that we had today in the market. I just want to see if we can hold over 450 on the SPY. That would be nice to get more momentum in the market, in my opinion. If we can hold over 450 going into this week, then in my opinion, a lot of people are going to be changing their outlook on what's bullish and what's bearish very quickly. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help me find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.